So if you're watching this on playback, this is just me waiting for the meeting to start. We're recording the whole thing, so the first few minutes might just be me sitting here. So unless you really want to watch me, you might want to scroll ahead a little bit, but people will start arriving very soon. Hello there, how are you? Can you? Oh, I've got a. You're muted at the moment. Yeah, you can take yourself off mute. You should be able to do it on your screen. Although it doesn't. Feel free. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. There we go. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. What I'll do is I will put everybody on mute when the meeting starts, just to give Annette a bit of time to herself, and then we'll unmute everybody. But I know Annette's definitely on her way. I was just speaking to her a couple of minutes ago.
No worries.
So, well, how are you keeping?
All right. Imminently waiting my first order delivery.
Oh, great. Okay. So was that an order you put?
Force are due.
Wait. When did you put the order in? On Monday?
A week Monday.
Oh my God, that's a while.
The 29th, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I put my orders in on a Monday, and then I'm normally getting it the following Monday or Tuesday. So it's an extra couple of days on top of that then for you.
It is, isn't it? It went past me and went to London.
Oh.
And then it's coming back.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like, I mean, that's quite unusual, but it sounds like there was maybe an error with the sorting.
Well, we're on the M4 corridor, aren't we, Ross on Y? But yeah, so it's gone to London, and at 7:41 this morning it came back across the country. So I'm presuming it'll come when I'm out.
Oh God. I'm just going to send a quick message to the group to remind people.
Yeah, Tony's at work. So.
Yes, I mean, a lot of people couldn't come, unfortunately, but we are recording the whole thing. So so you and I will be starring in the trailers. Oh, here we go. Annette's here. Let's get Annette in here.
I'll just go and get my coffee.
Yeah, sure. See you soon. Oh, here she is. And then Patience is in. Right, Annette. I'm going to unmute you, Annette. Hi, Annette.
Okay, now can you hear me?
I can hear you fine, yes. So we've got Katie and Patience here at the moment.
Great. Hello, Katie. Hello, Patience.
Hello, Annette.
Hey, Patience, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
Yeah, thank you.
So we'll give people a few minutes. We did have about 8 or 9 said they were coming in, so I'm just going to give people a few minutes to come in.
That'd be great. I hope everybody knows it's my first Zoom for Tupperware.
It is. Yeah. I mean, what's great is that Annette is obviously doing us a favor by doing the demonstration, but this is all an experiment. You see, we are the first people to have a go at something like this. So so we're helping Annette with that. Yeah. I mean, what I recommend that we do once we do get started and everybody's here, I will mute everybody, well, except Annette, for the moment, but then I'll unmute people a bit later if people have any questions. Okay. I think there is a chat facility as well. If meanwhile, I'll keep an eye on the chat if you do want to put anything in the chat, and I can ask Annette. But let me just send one more message to the Facebook group as well, just in case people are coming. Let me see. And this whole thing is being recorded as well. So I probably shouldn't have told you that. It's been recorded, so people, because Tracy and Tony and lots of other people are working. You know, they have a more or less normal working day, even though it's not a very normal working life for most of us at the moment.
Well, we'll see how this one works out.
Exactly.
Try and be more sociable with the hours.
Exactly. It's quite good having a little group. So it's just about 4 minutes starting now.
So who are we expecting? You told me we have Patience.
Patience is here, and Katie is here. Let me just see. Let's have a look. We are waiting for. Let's have a look. Lindsay, Andrea, Stephanie, Elif, Francesca, Malgorzata. They had all said they were coming. Maybe they couldn't at the last minute, but I don't want to keep you waiting. Can we just give them maybe 1 more minute? Is that okay, Annette?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm just trying to look at my printout of names, so as I know I have, and I have the leftover handy as well, making sure that everybody has the leftover list.
Yeah, well, that was good. That seems to be coming out quite often at the moment, which is great, because now and again there's quite a big break between leftover lists, but it looks like we're getting them most weeks at the moment, which is great.
Well, the reason for that is because John and I haven't been traveling all over the country doing shows and shopping.
See. Okay.
And that's why we both have more time to work in Dublin.
Okay.
So we're missing interacting at the shows with our customers.
I see. Okay.
But all over the years, as I gave out catalogs at all the shows, you know, we go through maybe 10,000 catalogs a year at all the different shows.
Yeah.
And my number would be on the back of all of them, and also the office number. And anytime a customer ever calls me, I immediately save their number to my contacts.
Right.
And I add them to my WhatsApp for customers in alphabetical order.
Right.
So that is generating an extra couple of €1,000 sales a week now.
Fantastic. That's great.
So where we were doing always a few €1,000 at a show every weekend or every second weekend, we've compensated for that to the tune of our sales are 76% up on last year. So
that's great. That's great. Well, look, shall we get started? What I would recommend that you guys do, those of us who are watching, is I'm going to mute everybody, and then if you can change the configuration at your end to speaker view, then that you should maximize the screen with Annette in it. But I am going to mute everybody now. But Annette, I'm going to unmute you. Okay, so I think, Annette, just you and I are on the audio at the moment. Okay, and then I will mute myself, and then if you switch to, then it should only ever be Annette on the speaker view. Okay, please go ahead, Annette. Thank you very much. Oh, hang on. Sorry, Annette. Annette, are you there?
Okay.
All right, brilliant.
So, I'm only learning, Andrew.
So are we, so are we.
Okay. So what I have, hello everybody, and it's so lovely I can't see you at the moment, but hopefully before this is finished, Andrew, you can put up all the faces on the screen.
I will.
Yeah. So I've been here at the warehouse for the past couple of hours, driving John Keane crazy, dashing around to make sure I had the display set up, that everything to my hand. And we have had the famous missing seal from this mixing bowl. So if anybody got this bowl in their order as one of the special offers, it had no seal because they did not come in. So the seals are in now, and they'll go out to whoever they're due to, but we're still waiting on more seals. And we had, as I was telling Andrew, the added complication that the lady in Switzerland, Marie, that looks after us, had to be tested for COVID. So she's out of action at the moment. And the chap in Belgium, in the manufacturing plant who looks after us, is gone away on holidays. So we were anxious about the seals, but they're in. So if any of you had orders, they will go to you in the post or with your next order. I imagine they'll go in the post. But that's one of the special offers. But just let me say to you, I have here a black and white printout of the, what you call this, Andrew, that goes out to the agents by email.
We'll call
the
it
PDF of the pictures.
The PDF goes out, and we keep a copy on our group Facebook page as well.
Okay, so just to go through this, the first item on it are the table collection bowls, and that's these guys here. Now these are not a new design piece of Tupperware. These are a really old range, and they've made a comeback because they're so popular, and so many people have these table collection bowls, or we used to call them exclusive collection. And some people that look after the Tupperware have them 20 years and longer, maybe 30 years. So there's these 3 different sizes. They are on sale individually, but as a set and with the tongs, they are, I think it's 40% discount. But you all have your prices on your web. But it's just so as you can see, the quality of this material that's in this Tupperware, they're strong and durable. But nothing is unbreakable. You know, there's no piece of Tupperware that is unbreakable. And sometimes people make the mistake of saying, oh, Tupperware, it lasts forever and it doesn't break. It can break, but they're strong and they're durable. And that's what I say to people. And everybody has different needs. So these are really big sizes. And there's only John and I at home. So unless I have the family, well, then I wouldn't be using these big sizes. But it's a question of having a selection and different styles. Nobody just wants to go into a shop and see one bowl, or nobody wants to go into a shop and see one t-shirt. Nobody wants to see just one color. Everybody likes a selection. So you're not going to want one of everything. And you're going to have your favorites and your likes and your dislikes. And obviously what I like is that these will stack one into the other. The seals will go underneath, so they won't take up much space. And if they're an item that's not in use all of the time, well then I don't have a huge kitchen or pantry or, you know, storage area. So when I want to store something like these bowls, I put them into a packaging, and I put them up on top of my cupboard. And then that way they're out of my way and they're not cluttering up the Tupperware that I have in use on a daily basis. But everybody needs to have large serving bowls at some stage or other. Now, I had at my fingertips this size with the wraps. And as I've said on the video, I don't like wraps, but John likes them. And everybody's always looking for something to hold them. And because I have 2 styles, the white and the brown, I just folded them over that way. So it's just an idea. As I'm always saying, my niece makes a lovely pavlova. My other niece makes a banoffee cake. I love cake, and anyone that knows me knows during my demonstrations I'm always talking about cake. So this is nice for a healthy salad, or it's beautiful for a nice cake. In fact, this morning I bought myself a single serving of strawberry cheesecake for my anniversary. But these make a beautiful gift. So not wanting to talk too long about one product, and I know I'm talking fast because I keep getting into the habit of talking fast when I'm trying to do the mini videos and getting as much in at one time as I possibly can. So Andrew, you've got to stop me if I'm talking too fast or if I'm not saying enough for you. But gift ideas, certainly. And for outdoor eating, you can't beat them. And I know I saw on one of the other Facebook pages, it might have been the Nordics, and they made a big, like a sangria in this bowl, and they were serving it with the ladle. Did you see that?
Yeah, I follow the Tupperware Nordic on all the social media actually, because well, one, because their pictures are so great and they keep it up to date, but also because they're covering 6 or 7 different countries, everything's in English.
Very good.
So
I didn't know the reason.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Prism collection. I've been asked a few times, does it have a cover? It does. So this would be beautiful for your sangrias or for your lemonades or for any, just cold water. I'm not a fan of cold water, but I have a glass of it here beside me. I prefer something different, but tonic with lemon maybe. But this has an open position here for pouring, and it has then the closed position. So if you put the open part to the handle, well then it's closed off, so no beasties, if you're outdoors, no flies or anything can get into it. The tongs from this set here are also very handy, that if you are having drinks that have fruit in it perhaps, well then you could have your tongs for getting the fruit or for holding them back. Do you understand what I'm at there? And the glasses, again, they're not unbreakable. Nothing's unbreakable, but they're really strong and durable. And again, I think they make a lovely gift set. If you have somebody that you really like and you want to give them something nice, I'll always talk about Tupperware for gifts. Or if you're hosting an online party, well, perhaps if you're choosing 10% of your sales in your host gift, well, then you could put that 10% value towards this particular set. It's up to you what way you do your sales online. So that's 2 of the special offers. Let's have a quick flick over here and the mango cake taker. So I have that one here, and this is one that the cover can go this way or this way. You know, it fits either way. And I like it this way, that is the deep side, that if I have sandwiches on it, well then they're not going to slide off. But it's a great size if I want to make a good few sandwiches, if we're having a few friends in and I don't want them messing around of dinner, it's a nice size for sandwiches. And then if I was having a nice cake, I'd turn it this way because it makes it easy for slicing. You're not cutting down into it with the rim, you're cutting on top, and you can get a nice slice away. So anyone that knows me knows I don't bake, but if I did bake, well then this would be one that I would take to someone else's house with a cake in. My sister used to always have her name sellotaped onto her container, so when she brought it to somebody else's house, it didn't get mixed up with anybody else's. And you could also use it this way, upside down, if you've got buns. You know, it's not a seal, but it is a good cover. So your buns are not going to go hard, you know, just overnight. Cake is never that long in my house anyway to go hard. A couple of days at the most, and I manage to get through it nicely, or else I end up giving it away until I have something else. So that's the mango cake, and you can buy it on its own, but with the spatula works out at half price when you're buying the mango cake. You can buy either of them separately, and this one I love when I'm making sandwiches for spreading the spread or the mayonnaise, and I also love it for getting into the bottom of jars. And they're silicone, they're strong, they're sturdy. You can even stir things in the saucepan if you want to, but never leave a Tupperware tool on a pan or on anything hot. You know, you can use them in hot things, but just don't leave them because you don't want to cook your Tupperware, you only want to use it. So that's the silicone spatula. So on the next page then of the special offers, you've got the Merlot bowl. Now I have to say, this is one of my favorites. When this range came out first in the seat clear with the black seals, which, do you want to know a secret? They will be in the next catalogue. So
we'll keep it to ourselves, Annette.
Oh yeah, sure. But I know somebody was messaging me today wanting to know what sizes we had available. And John says to me, let them know they're going to be in the September catalogue again, because they were a really good selling range, and they'll be in the black. That was in the previous catalogue. But this Merlot bowl, that's a lovely size for a lunch. So if you want to be good, it's for a salad or for a fruit salad, or if you want to be bad, you could put some buns and cakes in there as well. Everything that I have, you can put buns and cakes into. They come as a set, and it's a good saving. What's the saving there, Andrew, on those? About 20.
I think it's 25%, I think, is it?
About 25%. So I know, I'm sorry, I talk in the euro prices. So the retail of that is €25, and the special offer price is €19. Somebody asked me, why had we not got a catalogue with the sterling prices? And that is because we buy in euro from the manufacturing plant in Belgium. And the sterling prices change all the time versus the euro. So it wouldn't be practical for us to have a sterling catalogue, because you might lose on it if the rates changed. So when we give out a price list to you, our sales team in the UK, it's a guideline price list, because you're always billed in euros, the same way as we're always billed in euros, and that keeps your profit margin safer. So does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just pop these two special offers away: the bowl and the bottle. Of course, the eco bottles. I have a big display of eco bottles behind me. I took out as many of them as I could, because people are always looking for different colors. So I have the mango in the triangular shape in the 750ml. I have the guava. Which color is in the catalogue? I get mixed up myself sometimes.
Guava is the red, yes.
Guava is the red.
Yes.
And then we have this lime green with this color top. And of course the Merlot as well. So, but just for this special offer, it's just these. But if you're looking for alternative colors individually, we have these colors, okay?
Annette, just to say, I don't know if it was deliberate or just an accident, but the two offers you just showed us in the Merlot colours, the ones that you have right there, on the order form, you can buy the individual parts of the order separately, but they didn't put the prices are not on the leaflet. So just to let people know, if they really did just want the bowl and they don't care so much about the discount, they can buy it individually on the order form.
Of course, of course. I'm sure that's on, is it on this page?
No, what I'm saying is that on the leaflet, they're only the set, not the individual parts of the set. Whereas, but if people
demonstrator order form that you fill in your order on, there have the individual price.
Exactly, yes, exactly.
Perfect. Okay. So let me pop those there and continue on. So the boxed set, well, I think these are fabulous as well. What do you guys think of these? These are called the Expressions. They're a lovely set of 4. They come in this presentation box. And of course, the nice thing about them is that they will fit one into the other, and you can store them away quite easily. So what would you use these for? Again, the big size, very big, if you have a large family. But these are perfect sizes for the fridge, for salads. In my opinion, these are perfect for salads. Obviously, you don't use any of this type of Tupperware in the microwave. It's only microwave Tupperware. I see Suzanne popping in here.
Social distancing.
Say hello.
Hello, Andrew. Thanks for keeping us all in a job.
Oh, you're welcome, Suzanne. You're welcome.
How are things?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Happy and well. It's a little bit wet here, but we're doing okay. There's a few of us just checking out all of the new products today.
Well, our summer seems to be over sun-wise, but we're getting there. Mind yourself. Talk to you soon.
All right, all the best.
Keep the orders coming.
Oh, well, I'll do my best.
Thank you.
I'll ring you later.
Thank you. That's Suzanne, for anyone who's not sure. Suzanne is in the office on a Monday and Tuesday. We do ask you, if you possibly can, to have your orders in by midday on a Monday, so she can process the orders and take the payments. And because we've been so busy, she's had to come back in for a few hours today to take in late payments and late orders. And we do try to get all those out, even though they come in on a Thursday, some of the orders. But basically Monday, midday, if you want efficiency from us as best we can, that's when you need to have your orders in by. Agreed, Andrew?
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Although I have been known to occasionally beg to be able to put one in a bit late, and usually it's fine, but I never take it for granted.
No problem. It's just when we get a lot of wonderful new agents putting in orders on a Thursday, we're like, oh my God, there's just so much to be done. This is the new gadget, which I'm still trying to get the hang of, and it's in 3 pieces. So it has a symbol here for locking, and it's really sharp blade. It has a plain and a serrated on this here. Okay, so click that together, and I've just cut up a piece of courgette, and I actually don't even eat courgette, but it's just an easy one to show. And then, should I peel that courgette first? Probably should.
I don't think so. Annette, that's not going straight onto the floor, is it? We can't see where it's going.
No, but I think it's excellent, because Catherine, my daughter-in-law, was telling me she was using this in a stir fry for the children, and they loved the idea that it looked like spaghetti because they like spaghetti. So that's just one little bit of courgette. And no, it's going straight onto this cutting board, which we have plenty of these in this nice green color. I like this green color, but that's cool, isn't it? But I do know that these are selling so well that there might be a delay on them coming in. There might be a week delay on the spiralizer coming in. They were originally meant to be €25, and then the company changed them to a €20 price. So it's a really good price on those. So that's
that's great.
Spiralizer.
And for us, that's just £18 at our 10% exchange rate.
Okay, I don't have the Freezer Mate one beside me, because I believe John has told me that we're literally sold out of those today. And he wouldn't give me one off the shelf, to the last one to show. It was going into someone's order. He wouldn't allow me to open it. But I have to be honest, I prefer the individual freezer items rather than a stackable 3 freezer, because I would find them stiff to open. So I just love the set of 5 starter freezer. Just let me grab one from here.
Just to let everybody know, I have unmuted you all if you want to chip in and ask Annette anything.
Well, I love these. And the material that's in them, this is the freezer range. And this particular size is the 450 ml. And like a set of 4 of those in euros is 22.50. And the capacity, as I said, is 450 ml. So that's soup for 1 person. And this one here would be soup for 2, generally, okay? And I make a big pot of vegetable soup for John, because that's what he likes. I'm not really a big lover of it. And so then I'm able to make a big pot, and I'm able to freeze at least 4 portions in the freezer for him. And the benefit of freezing with Tupperware is that the material, it has a 10-year warranty. Your seal is not going to crack if it drops on the floor, like it could do if it was a less expensive product. Let's put it that way. I never like to name any other products, they're makers, but the Tupperware one is the best that you could get in my books. And as I am 40 years in Tupperware this year, it stood the test of time in my house, because I've been known to throw a few pieces of Tupperware occasionally if I lost my cool. So let me go back to the specials.
Annette, can I just ask something? With the is there still much stock of the freezer set from last month in the solid colours, or have they finished now?
The special offer set for €28, we still have a decent stock of.
Okay.
So if anybody wanted to order them this week, that would be okay. But if somebody decided to order 20 sets, well, then I don't think we could supply, you know.
Okay. Because I noticed they are still on the order form, but I wasn't sure how the stock was. So.
Yeah, well, there's like the other thing is that this Illumina range, I don't know if it's even on the order form, but I asked John to order in a couple of extra boxes of these because I just love them. I love the pattern of them. I love the size of them. It's such a huge, big cake container.
Yeah.
Or do for a hat box. But
now,
wait, I just think
they were earlier. So they were on what, the February or March offers originally, was it? Was it the April maybe? On the April, I think. Just want to make sure people can find them if they want to go and look for them.
It was on the 2nd of March to the 29th of March. Weeks 10.
So the March leaflet, which we have on our team Facebook page, we have an archive of all of them, so you can see them on there.
Yeah. So the set of those would be retail €80, and they're on special offer for 64. So I ordered it. I had plenty of the small size. I think that the set consists of one of each, okay? It's not a 5-piece. So that's the set. So I just love them. It's a personal thing, but I love the patterns. When you've been so long in Tupperware, seeing plain colors and plain designs, when the patterns come in, it's like the Mahola. When these came in, I just love them, and we still have stock of those. They're a set of 3, airtight storage, 3 different sizes, perfect for crackers, perfect for biscuits. You can use them for coffee or sugar or tea bags or those sort of commodities. But I think if you're having coffee with your friends and you take out your nice box with some nice chocolate biscuits, well, that's a nice one to put out. And this is a lovely size, a smaller size, to have a little bit of salad or lunch in, or just a nice bit of cake on your own. I'll have to put up a big sign, do not talk about cake, but it's just close to my heart, like you, Andrew.
Well, a bit. And just to say, those are on the leftovers list, and they're called the Cubics Set Mahalo range, MAHALO.
Yeah, and they're, I think in euros, I think they're €30 for the set. Okay, so 10% off 30, so they're about £27. Would that be right? Yes.
Yes.
And if I move these back out of the way, and of course, there might be a problem with the colander. We've been told that there's no more stock. So we're searching for more stock of these, but don't be surprised if you get a message this week to say this is the last week of the handy colander. And I'm going to hide this one for me because it's another item I love. I have one in yellow at least 20 years. And every now and again, they come up on the list. And as soon as they come on the list, I try to get them. And when we try to get them, we're told they're in another country and there's none available. So we were just lucky. We only got a couple of cartons of them, and they might be finished now very soon. That's the little handy colander. The ice cream scoop, you might have seen the demonstration I did on that. It's a really cold item. It's zinc covered in the stainless steel, and it's heavy. It's great quality, and you don't have to put it in hot water in order for it to melt into your ice cream. You just literally put it on top, give it a second, and it will slide down into it, okay? And that's the reaction that zinc has on ice. If I put an ice cube onto my hot hand, I've always done this at Tupperware demonstrations in the houses. If I put a Tupperware on a piece of ice on my hot hand and a piece of ice into the ice cream scoop, and I hold them out like this, you won't even get a drip out of the ice cube that's on here. And in the 60 seconds I'm talking, this ice cube will have almost dissolved. It's science, I guess, and that's all I can tell you. That's the ice cream scoop. We don't always have it, and it would normally be 40 something euro, and I think it's 32. And it's just a great item and a great gift, and you can tell it's one of my favorites. And another thing here would be the freezer box, 2.5 litre capacity. It has the freezer emblems on it. So this is for the freezer, but there's nothing stopping you using it in the fridge or using it in the cupboard. or if you're going out on a picnic, having it full of sandwiches. And in fact, in Ireland, I've sold many of these over the years as lunch boxes, not in Dublin, but around the country. And every county has its different needs. And I find that we're always looking for large containers for bread, large containers for flour, large containers for cereal. It's a bone of contention that we do not have what they call a super oval 5 for cereal. I'm debating will I tell you another secret.
Go on, it's only us.
Because John will kill me. The Space Savers will have a new color seal.
No, that's big news.
So like 1980, I think the blue is in the catalogue from.
Are you going to go so far as to tell us what the color is, or do we have to wait and see? Oh, okay.
Say, in 3 weeks' time.
Okay, fair enough.
Remember to your team and to all the agents, every €500 you sell in a month is one free product that we put in with your order at the end of the period. So for July and August, John will wait until the new products come in for September. So every 500 you sell in July and every 500 you sell in August will be a product for you. So this coming back to this, I was saying earlier on that this is a nice size for any meats or, you know, frozen vegetables in the freezer. I personally love chicken, barbecued chicken or any flavored chicken, as long as it's not chili. And if I buy a small chicken that's a size suitable for John and I, it'll fit perfectly in there. And you might say, what's the point in freezing one chicken? But the thing about it is that in our local shops, they do two, you know, at a very good price. So everybody likes a bargain and a deal. So I buy 2 chickens at the one time, freeze one, cook the other. And or else maybe I'm just popping it in the fridge when it's cooked and we're going to have cold lunches off it. And there's nothing worse than opening the door of the fridge and getting the odor of a cooked chicken from the fridge, because you really think something is bad in there, even though it's still only fresh food. So it's always best to lock in the odors. And that's an ideal size for one cooked chicken in the fridge. And remember, Tupperware does keep your food fresher for longer, but it's not going to make it last forever and amen. So you need to be careful how long you're keeping food for. Even though it's in Tupperware, it is still going to go off and be nasty maybe. So I'm just looking behind. We still have stock.
Just to say, Annette, we've got 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Is there anything particular you'd like me to cover for you in those 5 minutes? We still have plenty of stock of the gold Tupperware, the Allegra 1.5 with the smaller sizes. I don't know where the time has gone to. And of course the Quick Shake with the chopper, these are all 30% off. And people might not have realized that. They might have thought it was only as part of a set back last month. But we have enough stock of those to go all through July. Okay?
Right. No, that's great. I mean, Katie, your patience, did you have anything that you wanted to, that you can see there? I'm just trying to see if there's anything I wanted to ask about. Oh yes, Annette, the set that was initially just for the 1 week that's on your right there with the Quick Shake. Yeah. That's still available, even though originally it was only for 1 week. Is that right?
Yes. And you see, we were restricted to the number of bags we got. So we managed for bags. And also, we got another nice bag.
Oh, that's nice.
So when we run out of the black, we might be able to go with the white, but we can't do the white until all the black are gone.
Fine.
And I know some of your agents were asking about different colors in the Allegra, and we have got in the red and white, the square and the bread basket. And you'd see those on the leftover list, but I know how daunting the leftover list is, especially to new people, because there's so many products. You'd say, what's this and what's that?
That's right. I mean, what I've said to people is, if that is happening, and they can contact me, and I'm very happy to either find the photo or refer them to when it was in the leaflet or in the catalogue. Yeah.
I mean, I'm forever going over previous special offer leaflets and trying to make people aware we still have stock of some of the items that were on this. And
but you're right. It can be, if you're only just starting, it can be frustrating. But once you've been here a couple of months, you sort of build up the knowledge as you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So just to make everybody aware, there's a leftover list. We try to update it regularly, and it changes all the time. But you will, I mean, we have hundreds. The warehouse is packed to capacity with stock. And if I was to, you know, if we had more time, I'd bring the iPad around and show you. You've got all the different lunch boxes that are not in the catalogue. The pirate set, the hedgehog, the blue jeans at lunch. These are fabulous lunch boxes. This is the same size as the at lunch box. And I know we're running out of time.
Yeah, so, we do. We've only got a minute now, so we do need to wind down on that, I'm afraid.
Well, look, it was great being with you. If you want to do another 40 minutes or 20 minutes, but I think when people are not expecting it, you're better just sticking to the time.
I think so, yeah. And to say we've got another dozen or so people behind the scenes who are either working today or couldn't make it. So I am recording this so people will be able to watch it in their own time.
Well, I just want to say a huge welcome to your whole unit. You know, you've just grown so much and done so well, and everybody has done so well. Thank you. And we'll
my
keep
pleasure.
Doing it.
It's great, and so it's really nice to have such nice, friendly people around as well. Okay. Well, look, thanks so much, Annette. We're going to wind down because I don't want us to get cut off in our prime. Thanks a million. Oh. And I hope it was useful to you to sort of experiment with doing that as well, but it was really useful for us.
Absolutely.
all the best. Thanks, Annette. And thanks, Katie and Patience. All the best. See you soon. Bye.